Good morning. Happy Thursday. I can't wait for our Zoom today. I'm going to go over some elapsed time with you today, as well as a couple new fun activities that we will be trying. We'll do our Zoom around the room, as well as one more activity. I want to go over quickly your lessons for today and make sure if you have any questions about these lessons, you contact me or save them and ask me today during our Zoom. Your first one is your STEM anchor lesson. So as per usual, we have the video up here under your view instructions, and I've also sent that to you with your morning message. You have your yellow, orange, and pink stars. Your yellow star is your daily math review. We'll be going over this problem today and another elapsed time problem. Your orange, this is the one that I've been taking out this week, but I left it in for today. Whereas how can you make sense of a problem and persevere in solving it? So go back through this, which goes along with the visual learning video that's in these directions. And then I want you to answer this question down here. How can you check to make sure the work and answers given above makes sense? So how can you check that these answers are correct? And then your pink activity, we're completing questions 1 through 5 here on slide 7. Your optional STEM activity here, you're going to be asked to make a parachute. Okay, so something to keep something safe. So here's a little story that goes with it, and then here's the challenge. Notice that something you can make it out of is a plastic grocery bag, which I know that I have a lot of, and I'm sure several of you guys have a lot of plastic grocery bags at home as well. Okay, I'm going to show you our humanities lesson. We're continuing with Miss Johnson's plant experiment, as well as plants, what they need to survive, and what their function is. So again, that is humanities right here, lesson 3. You're going to notice that there's going to be some writing that you'll have to do today. Remember, we do a lot of writing about what we read and what we learn. That's a way for us to show our knowledge and to show what information we have gained. Okay, so you can also use information that you find from the Mystery Science, How Do Flowers Bloom in the Spring, Miss Johnson's Plant Experiment, and the parts of the plant from vocabulary, and the Magic School Bus videos. Please make sure you've watched these from our classwork page in Google Classroom. You'll have, again, your stars for you. You have your yellow, orange, and pink stars. My screen seems to have frozen. Oh, there it goes. So your first star will be your yellow star right here on slide 2. And it says to read passages from the science textbook. Reread several times to practice reading more fluently. Underline the parts of the text that reinforce something that you learned when you read Miss Johnson's plant experiment. So if you come across something in these pages here that's like, oh, that was in that story too, underline it or highlight it if you want to. So here I've starred each of these pages. We've got these 3 slides for you, which talk about types of plants. So you're going to be seeing a lot of some of the same information, but you're going to be learning new things. What plants need. That science experiment was all about what happens to these 2 plants if one gets everything that it needs and the other one doesn't. Okay? And then your next activity, your orange activity, is to think about what you have learned in both texts. This one here in this activity and Miss Johnson's science experiment, Miss Johnson's plant experiment here. And then you're going to fill in this table. Okay, so you'll see here this table. It says facts about plants. What did you learn from this article, Plants in Winter and Plants in Spring? What are some opinions about plants during the season? Okay, how do you feel about the plants? Okay, so here are facts and here are opinions. Notice those words, facts, opinions, plants in winter and plants in spring. Please pay careful attention to those key words. Hey, your next activity. Today you also have a blue task Task number 3, it says think about what you've learned and what plants need to survive. You can also use the table graphic organizer you made here to help you. Write a good grade level paragraph here. Okay, here's the directions again. Here's where the paragraph goes. And I expect you to take your pen on here and write in there. Use the text box. Okay, I do want to see pair sentences, including proper capitalization, punctuation, and spelling. So I do not want to see any microphones. No microphones. Text box or writing in with the pen. Okay, and then of course you do have your DLR, your final assignment. So quite a bit going on with your humanities lesson today, but not as much with the STEM activity because of the optional STEM challenge at the end. So I look forward to seeing you guys in a little bit at 10:30 for our Zoom. I'll send out that link again and that information for you just so you have it fresh and ready to go. If you need anything, as always, let me know. Bye.